What's up, everybody? Welcome back once again to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. So, your boy finally got a chance to watch Love and Monsters, a movie that came out 3 years ago starring Dylan O'Brien. And when I tell y'all this movie was really, really good, I mean, it was really, really good. It took a twist on the post-apocalyptic world stories and did something different with it. So normally you watch a lot of these type of movies and it is the humans that are being turned into zombies and destroying whatever is left of humanity. But in this movie you got bugs that were being turned into super bugs from an asteroid that was supposed to hit Earth, but then the world's governments sent they shot it down basically, and it released some type of gunk which turned regular household bugs into super bugs, and they started destroying the world and they started eating people. And within 7 years they reduced the world's population, I believe, like down to really low numbers. Now in this movie, it picks up 7 years later with this character named Joel, who is played by Dylan O'Brien. And this is the thing I really like about Dylan O'Brien. When he plays a character in any movie or TV show, a lot of y'all might remember him from Teen Wolf on MTV. Great show, by the way. He really gets into the character, and it makes you forget that he's playing a character. It really feels like that character is him. And in this movie, he's basically a guy who's living with this colony, because now that the world has gone to shit, he is living with this group of people in this colony. And the girl of his dreams, the girl that he got a chance to spend some time with before the world went to shit, she's living in a colony, I believe somewhere maybe in California. And so he decides that he's going to go after her because recently his colony was breached by a bug, and one of the husbands of the wives of the colony, she lost her husband, and he kind of came to the decision that he didn't want to die like that alone. So for so many years he has been living underground, so he has not gone to the actual top part, the actual outside world to see what has been going on. So he has no idea how to live out in that world with all these strange bugs inhabiting the earth. So he ends up going on this adventure and meets this kid named, I believe her name is Minnow, and I forgot the other character's name. His last name is Roker, but that's his real name. I can't remember what the guy's name in the movie. But he meets them, and they basically teach him how to live out here in this world where he's being taught to shoot a bow and arrow. He is being taught how to survive. They're teaching him, look, you get one of two things out here. Either you're going to get a hot meal or you're going to get a good night's sleep, not both. And for a small period of time, there's a constant, I forgot what you call those things where something's happening over and over again, where you see them, constantly showing them how to shoot a bow and arrow and let them know, hey, you're going to get sleep or you're going to get dinner, not both. Because what happens is, if, we're eating dinner, we're going to have to leave sooner because bugs can smell the food and we got to get out of here so we don't get eaten. So in this movie, just to visually see the world as crappy as it is, it's crazy to see all these bugs that are normally small be supersized or crazy. So he does run into this dog named Boy, and I guess the boy's owners must have died. And so he's been keeping shelter in this old bus that they've turned into, some kind of shelter place. And so at one point, Joel almost gets eaten by this mutated frog that is living in this pool. And I mean, this dude's, the tongue is literally trying to capture him over and over again. It finally almost gets him, but the dog ends up saving him and he manages to get away. But again, to see the visuals of this mutated world with all these creatures is something to see. And so after he parts ways from Minnie, and I believe her name is Minnie or Minnow, and Roker, he goes on his own and he ends up coming face to face with this queen. I don't know what type of creature this was. This super huge, long creature is usually in the ground. And so it's almost like a shark under regular ground going after him. And he manages to hide for a second to get away. until his dog wants the dress from the previous owner that he's been protecting. He goes after the dress, and the huge bug almost gets the dog, but Joel ends up grabbing a dynamite, throws it in the mouth of the bug, and it explodes, and he ends up crashing into the water. Now, of course, when he comes out of the water, he has all these leeches on him, and they're infected, and they infect him. So his skin starts to turn ashy gray. So before he passes out, he ends up seeing a blur of a vision standing in front of him. Turns out he found Amy. And he's been out there in the but this mutated world for the past 7 days. He manages to find her. They take him back to their camp, or should I say colony, and there they ended up saving his life, basically. And so, he finds out that Amy has been living this whole separate life out here in this colony. She had another boyfriend since she never believed that Joel was actually going to come for her. She, has been taking care of a lot of older people in this colony. And so he finds out that there is a captain, I forgot the captain's name is, who is trying to save them from where they're at in this colony and try to take them to a safer place. But then Joel ends up doing some kind of work and finding out, no, the captain isn't what he say he is. So the captain gets everybody drunk just to steal their stuff. And basically, he has the ship that has a huge, I believe, like lobster-like creature attached to it. And he's using that lobster-like creature to pull the ship. So what he does is he has a huge chain that's got metal. He got a huge chain wrapped around the creature, and then he keeps shocking it to basically control it. And so he ends up trying to use the people as bait, feeding them to the creature, but they ended up killing the creature. I'm sorry, no, they didn't kill the creature. They ended up stopping the creature. The creature ends up getting free and going after the people who, the captain and his crewmates, and killed them. So Joel ends up, realizing, hey, I had a home all along with my crew, and decides to go back to his bunkmates because they have had multiple breaches with bugs getting through. And you hear the I forgot what you call it, the voiceover. That's what it is. You hear the voiceover of him basically telling everybody over the radio all over the world, hey, get out of these bunkers, go live your life, don't be afraid to live. You've got to get out of the bunker. You got to be, adventurous and live your life. Don't be afraid to live in these bunkers. And so that's basically what happens. So I believe he was headed to the mountains where it was safer, and I believe his girl Amy was also headed that direction because they end up kissing, they end up splitting up again because he wanted to go back to his bunker to save his family that he had left. Now, there are some flashbacks in this movie where you see what happened to him and how he ended up in this position, what happened with his family. It is a really good movie. Dylan O'Brien really did a good job. Because it's been 3 years since this movie came out, I do not believe it is going to get a sequel. I would really, like for it to get a sequel, but I don't believe it's going to happen. I know some of the notes I've read online, some of the research I've seen, the director said that they only plan on doing this one film. So, be that as it may, I thought it was a good movie. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about it? Check out my YouTube channel. I'll be back with another review. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to anybody who wants to donate to the channel. I have a link to that in the description box below. I'll catch you on my next video. Thank you again.